Hi and welcome to Ali Lives Well on Less. I'm Ali, an early retired teacher currently living well on my small teacher's pension. And today is part of our wide-ranging Wednesday videos, and it happens to be a Weedy Wednesday where I'm giving you a wee update tour of my garden, my front garden and my back garden. For anyone who's perhaps not seen older videos of my garden, I moved into this house a year ago and literally my back garden was grass and my front garden was just all gravel. So I have put in all the pots and the beds and the polytunnel and all that stuff. So it's just the beginnings of my garden, and I called it my permaculture garden because I want to have a mix of food plants and flower plants and to encourage some diversity in my garden and encourage some local wildlife. Although at the moment the wildlife that I seem to be attracting are the seagulls, crows and pigeons. And Miss Luna has certainly left her mark on parts of my garden. So I am going to have a think about how I go forward with the garden, just because yeah, she's running through parts of the garden and damaging plants and seedlings so they're not actually getting to grow to their full potential. So you'll see a little bit of that later on in the video. After that really hot spell of weather, we are now having a spell of warm, wet weather. So I have managed to do a little filming today, which is Tuesday, and you're seeing this tomorrow, Wednesday. And I've managed to do it in between the showers. But yesterday, and I'm going to insert a little bit of footage, yesterday it just rained hard non-stop all day, so I had to walk Luna in the pouring rain. You'll see the state of us when we got back. I'm also going to pop in a little bit of footage somewhere of a little creature I found in my front garden, and I don't know what he is or she is, so you'll need to tell me which one you think it is. So without further ado, let's get into the video, starting off with a very wet drucket. There's a good Scottish word for you. Drucket me and Luna after our walk yesterday, and then I'll show you the progress or lack of in different parts of my garden. I'm just back a walk with the dog. I'm absolutely soaked. So is Miss Luna, aren't you? Aren't you? Yeah. Scottish summer weather for you. So coming outside, let's have a wee look at our blue pot area. Oh, hello Mrs. B. Enjoying the lavender. Blueberries along the back wall. They've done okay, but they suffered in that heat. They've kind of shriveled up a little bit on the bushes. I don't know if you can see Luna staring at me through the window. She broke the blind, so I can't raise it anymore. Yep, my little yellow daisies. They're sort of a lemon yellow colour when they come out. There's the proper name. They are very pretty, so they look like they're going to be blooming in the next few weeks. Chive, the second sort of growth spurt of the chives, coming along nicely. This is thyme, but it's a different one. It's a broadleaf one, so it's not the tiny little leaves. There's that dahlia plant. I'm just deadheading the very first flower, and hopefully we'll get a few more blooms from that rescued plant. It's really quite pretty. All the herbs are doing well. They're flowering. Blueberries doing okay. Oh yeah, Luna, she barks at everything. Everything's okay. It needs a little bit of attention. They are a wee bit neglected, but let's have a look. Now, these onions feel like they've not progressed. But they're all right, they're just not growing very much, which suggests to me that the soil quality is quite poor. They're well anchored, so they are growing. Strawberries here are definitely finished, but that's okay. My rhubarb and marigold bed, they're doing okay. And nasturtiums. Now, I love nasturtiums because you can eat the flowers, you can eat the leaves, and you can pickle the seeds. And I will definitely be doing that in a future video. But every part of nasturtiums is an edible part. Rhubarb is establishing itself. The mint is coming along nicely. It will spread like wildfire in this bed, but that's okay. This rhubarb, I might pull a few stalks just to see what it's like. Yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the seeds I planted. There doesn't seem to be a lot of progress in the last few weeks, but so these are the nasturtiums I planted from seed. These ones look like they're a different colour from the sort of orangey red ones over there. So these ones appear to be yellow. And they're doing okay. So these are the ones I grew from seed. The other ones I bought at Dobie's. The calendula, it should be coming into bloom just now, but it's not really growing very much. More onions. These are my red onions. There's not much of a bulb, and that one is squishy on one side, and yet it looks okay on that side. But you can see how compacted this sort of heavy clay topsoil is, so I'm going to have to do some remedial work to the soil conditions. A wee strawberry that I missed the last time. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to get any more strawberries now, but there are lots of runners, so I will plant them up. My echinacea is blooming. It's starting to look fabulous. And yeah, the strawberries are looking healthy with their runners. And the last of my potatoes, the shaws have died back. My daughter-in-law actually planted these, so these are technically not mine, so hopefully she'll come and harvest them soon. Okay, let's have a wee look at the back garden. There's a few things growing in there, and I'll update you on my blackcurrant hedge. Okay, let's go down and have a wee look inside the polytunnel first. Okay, you can probably hear the rain has started just as I decided I was going to film. Right, we're inside the polytunnel and there are a few issues. But first of all, here are the 19p rescue tomato plants. And they've got little plum tomatoes on them. Tiny, tiny dotty. That one's a wee bit bigger. But the main issue in here is that the skirt of the polytunnel has come undone. So it's actually loose and flapping in the wind instead of being buried underneath soil. Okay, the highest temperature it got in here over the weekend was 49 degrees, which is the top one. Currently 19.8 despite the rain. And here we do have some little chilies on my 19p chili. No jalapenos on this one, there's no flowers, so I doubt this one will produce anything. The tomatoes, they're just wild. They get blown up. I've put them in the wrong position, and every time this back wall blows in the wind, it batters the plants. So there's some tomatoes in there. Tomatoes. And you can probably hear the wind getting up a little bit. Okay, let's have a look at the blackcurrant hedge bed. Sadly, I have lost a few blackcurrants. I originally planted 10, and yep, so let's have it now. This is the white currant I brought from my allotment. It's looking quite sad. I think we'd have to do some pruning, but there's one blackcurrant bush has made it. There's one in that little pot. So there's 2. That's a gooseberry bush. 3, 4, although it's struggling with the weed. And the great big gap where I've lost some. And that is the red currant, also looking sad. Okay, let's now come round, and I am very proud of these peas that I planted from seed. There's my little patty pan courgettes struggling in the shade of the peas. The sweet peas, oh yeah, I think I probably need to get some more string to hold them up. Yeah, this bed is a little bit crazy overgrown. Everything else is hanging on in there. I doubt I'm going to get any white hydrangea flowers this year. The loganberries and the rasp plant that I planted early in the season are doing well, although the one on the left is huge and that one on the right is not. So I'm guessing there's an issue there that I need to take a look at. The raspberries on this side, they're doing fine. They're quite healthy and big. And oh yeah, look at this gorgeous rose. This one's called In Loving Memory. Look at that. And it's a proper rose. It smells beautiful as well. Okay, in this bed, I planted the bargain sweet corn, runner beans, alongside some pumpkin-y squash things that I grew from seed. And I'm doing the Three Sisters method in this bed. I have done this before several times, but Miss Luna keeps running into the bed and I don't know if they'll survive. This is how much water we've had in the last few days. And the wheelbarrow is here because I have been emptying out my potato pots and putting the used compost and soil into that bed. I did treat myself to some rose hedging, the ones that specifically will give me big fat rose hips. And I hope I can get them in soon. But I need to get some more compost from the tip. And I need to do something with these beds before winter this year. So Miss Luna's coming out to inspect her garden. And she'll probably pee when I'm not looking. Yep, she likes to run in there. I think I blocked off that corner bed enough to stop her, so she gets annoyed. She's probably going to make a beeline for my blanket. Oh, yep, there we go. Lovely. Yep, your fans just want to see you peeing. And she'll probably make a beeline. Yep, there we go. Nope. And that's probably why my black currants aren't growing so well. Oh dear. Okay, so thank you for watching and we will see you again on Foodie Friday. So from Miss Luna and I, have a lovely day and hopefully you don't get wet.